Hello. I'm sad. Why? Because I'm trying to go into my second account. And it keeps telling me I can't. Which is incorrect. And it keeps telling me it's sending a notification to my second account. Like, to my main account. And it's not sending a notification to my main account. And it's trying to get me to verify it. Through something that isn't working or sending to my phone. And when I try to do the other methods, it doesn't work either. How can someone use it when they're offline if you can't even send a link when I'm online? How does a person say, oh, I'm offline, I need to use the security code? Go into the security code for the account, put in the code they asked for, and get told it's wrong. I don't know what this thing wants from me. So I've decided to simply not care. I was going to put music on. That's all I wanted to do. What is my subscriptions on my Gacha account? Oh my god, it's been 10 days since the last time I streamed. It's not my fault. Also, I have like nothing else that shows up. Hmm. Sorry, I'm checking up on the other accounts that exist that I am subscribed to on this account. Damn. So I have the amount of subscribers. Good. Oof. Yeah, okay, so the people I'm subscribed to on this account are like non-existent. Fair enough. Hello, Roger. Sorry, I'm getting pissed at YouTube's silliness. Don't ask, I tried. Oh, God, no, leave me alone. Oh. Anyway, that's what I want to listen to. And my cursor's a bit broken. Fucking loud, got it. Fantastic. Didn't ask YouTube. Sorry, that was loud. That'll do. What are you saying? I think 3D is less time consuming, but I can tell that it can be. Hold on, this fucking loud. Shh. Let my thoughts breathe. I don't think 2D is like I don't think 3D is easier. I think it's less time. I think it takes less time to do the same thing, depending on how you do things. Cause see if you were see if you were really good at making stuff. See it. I forgot that this is what it looks like. I don't know if I like that. Might just destroy everything I made in the last day. Yup. Sounds about right. Jesus. Um, to me, 2D's 10 times more difficult for me because I can do the drawing. I love doing the drawing. Drawing's easy. It's then doing the colouring, adding all of it together. Like, see if you were to do it in 3D, you wouldn't have to recolour every page. But you might have some jank movements you need to fix. Like, if you mess up something in 3D, you'll have to restart doing it. If you mess up something in 2D, you can just go to that frame and fix it. Whereas in if it's 2D, colouring, shading, adding lighting and stuff is more time consuming. But for 3D, if you do something wrong, you need to then find where you went wrong. The same, but you also have to then undo everything to get back to that point to fix it for 3D, I'm pretty sure. I'm saying pretty sure because I don't know. You don't want your PS5 anymore? I was talking to my cousin about selling PS5. Oh, okay. Actually, I might make that a bit more. Yeah. Just make it easier for myself. Okay. I think I'll make a... But something good is that... Yeah, if you sell it to someone you know, you can go over. Yeah. Yeah, that would work for you. Okay, the build is really funky. My realization is that this... Yes. Okay, now it's an edible poly. I'm gonna... Whoa. Can we stop killing my PC right now? I'm the only one in the house. Chillax, bro. Why are we freaking out? Oh, I might need to use the wireframe. Oh god, I forgot that's there. You're interested in GTA 6? Whew, that's an interest to have, buddy. Wait, what? That's interesting. I'm gonna add the armor plates after. Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah. I find that interesting because, to me, GTA 6 should not have been taking this long. And I'm not saying, like, oh, don't spend your time taking care of it. Not at all. I'm just saying, you want to release a game that's going to be massive, right? And the way you release it is by telling people about it. And then literally not saying a word and then keep bringing up delays for it. Like, buddy, just send out the trailer when it's finished. Have us wait. Send out D1 DLC or whatever the fuck. Because that's what they like to do. And that will hype it up. Look, bro. I think the hype is lost because of how fucking long it's taking. Yeah, why are you releasing the trailer when the game's not finished? Right? And here, my honest opinion about game creators. Don't release a trailer if the game isn't 95% finished. Am I the only one that thinks maybe you should release a trailer when you know the game's working? When you've tested the game? You get the game play tested. Don't tell anyone about it, right? And then, once you know the bugs and features of the game, after the game, so you finish making the game, you get it play tested, you have everyone check it over and review it and come back to you, right? Make them say nothing. And then, you release the trailer, and while everyone's so excited about the trailer, you take the time in between the trailer and when you want to release the game to fix any bugs you found when they were playtesting. That way, the time between the trailer and the game is only as long as you need to fix the bugs that you've found in the game. And you've finished all the game already, so you just need to go in and fix a few things, and then you release it. Am I the only one that thinks that might just be the best way to do it? You release the trailer when you know the game's done, but needs some little fixes here and there, and then you release the game once the fixes have been sorted. It makes so much more sense, keeps the hype up, gives you a bit of time in between the trailer and the game, while not making it too long, and it means you have a better experience for the players as soon as it's released, because there will be less bugs and glitches than there was before you showed the trailer. Does that not make more sense? Does no one think that that makes sense? Like, build hype, of course. Just don't build it and then lose it. I need the picture. There's nothing there. Did you mean to post an emoji? There we go. No, but Rockstar's so stupid. Also, I don't believe it's the people making the game that's the problem. I believe it's higher ups. Like Game Freak. Grab. See at the top of this? I guess that works. Oh, yeah, it is. Scotland is small. It is small. However, small, good things come in small packages. I have a feeling that was made because rings were in small boxes. They were like, oh, well, rings are good, so we'll make it good things come in small packages. The ring. I don't know. I just made that connection. Just fucking philosopher on you right now. Okay, so if I make the basic shape and then I... Can I be honest? Feels very wonky. Don't know. Yeah, I know. It is. They don't have to travel anywhere outside of their country to have a holiday. Mm. Belgium. Mm. I'm trying to get his build right. My shoulder's itchy. Not okay. No, they do it to tourists. In general, it doesn't matter where the tourist is from. A lot of tourists get robbed just because they bring stuff here, or wherever the country is. It's not necessarily because Americans are rich, because I don't think all Americans are rich. Sure, it's a bigger percentage than Scotland. Do we even have a rich people? Probably. But the point being, it's not like just American people are rich, it's just that Americans bring a lot of shit. But not just Americans, once again. Like, people who come to places on holiday get robbed because they bring stuff. Like, they bring expensive stuff, aka phones, their cards. They will bring things because obviously they need their phone, their card, their keys to their room and stuff. Like, they have all that stuff and they bring it to the place. So the people are like, oh, if I want to I can get all this, I can sell all this and get rich, get more money. So they do it. But that's not just American people. It's lots of people. It could be people, right? So I know a person in my work who got really hurt and their phone was stolen and all this and all that while they were on holiday. They're not American. So it's not just Americans that get robbed. And it never would just be Americans. In general, people who go around stealing genuinely need it for money. But I don't think it's just Peru either. I think it's I don't think it's just third world companies countries. I think it can be any country. You need to be careful. Yeah, sure, some countries have reputations for it, but certainly, I don't know what country wouldn't, what person wouldn't if they saw someone with a phone more expensive than their phone and they were going bankrupt and they had like no money. Why wouldn't they steal it? To survive, no? You just would, wouldn't you? You'd fucking steal the phone because you need it. Okay, so yeah. Like, people usually need money for something, whether it's their houses, their medication, the people that need to eat, their water bill, their electricity, their devices, what they need, or what they want, even. You can be greedy. Greed is something humans have anyway. That's why I'm sitting here with a can of Pringles. Okay, so how does. Why is. Why is active pivot on? Turn it off. Jesus. Up, down, back you up. What? Why do you like stealing your friend's hair? Did you ask or did you just take it? Because if you asked and it was for like something important or you wanted to you or like you explained it to them, fair enough. But stealing their hair? Did you snip it off or just take it from a brush or something? What? I don't think I've ever heard someone steal someone's hair before. Why do you like keeping hair from your friends? I want to know what uh what reason you'd need it or want it. Can I ask that? You think hair is cute? Right, but is it not cute on the person? Or do you just think hair as an object is cute? Because that's an interesting viewpoint that I didn't expect. So you think it's cute as an object and on the person? What did you do with the hair? Do you have like a thing to hold it? Do you label the hair? These are genuine questions. No making fun here. Just want to understand. You don't do anything with it? Hmm. It's a weird thing to like, but fair enough. Hmm. 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 Ah. Um, that's good. Hmm. 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 No, but I don't go outside often, and I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna look at someone and go, "Ooh, you're an immigrant." Like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I'm just gonna exist, like me. I don't see why anyone really notices. It's really weird. Hmm. 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 No. I've never been in a fight in my life. Why would I ever expect myself to be able to defeat someone like that? No, experience is much more important in a fight. I'm thinking of this logically, and logically, without experience, I'll be rubbish. I might get a few, I might get a hit in, but I've never punched someone, so I don't trust that I'd do well at all. I can't play the bagpipe. Also, you need like gazillion amounts of lungs to do that. Bagpipes take a lot out of you to play in the first place, but actually, I don't think it's possible to burst anyone's eardrums with a bagpipe. Are you talking about their honey rights? Because, yeah, don't take the bee's honey, man. Yeah, that works. What do you mean by get stressed? Elaborate. Getting stressed is something everyone does on a daily basis. What type of. Oh, it says stressed if they get arrested. But, like, okay, so what would the scenario be to get a life sentence if you're 12, right? Because depending on the scenario, I can understand that decision. If it is a possibility that a child that is 12 could get a life sentence, right? If that's a law that's like possible, making it possible for it to happen, but not necessarily being allowed to happen in most circumstances. If it's like, oh, this child massacred people and killed their family, killed the families of like more than one person, I can understand the life sentence. If it's something like that, where they do things that adults get life sentences for, makes sense for there to be a life sentence. I can see why that would make sense. If it's like a child does something stupid, like steals something and injures someone on the way out, don't give them a life sentence, bro. There's not doing nothing. Like, I think it should depend on the circumstances, because I can clearly remember moments in time where I've watched something about a child that is severely deranged and murdered their entire family, I swear. Like, if it's something like that, makes sense. If it's not, then it's a misuse of power. You just get in the list. Oh, did it delete your comment? Sorry. I don't know why YouTube likes to delete comments. It's not even like it's been held for review by me. Like, I didn't touch it. It never even showed up in the first place. Just kind of annoying. Makes See now, see when people get life sentences, it's never really a life sentence. I can understand why they would want to add that, right? But here's one more thing that I should state just to show something else. Um, these crimes, right? Adults do them and get the same sentence. Adults get out early. Instead of the court accepting that they have put this life sentence on this person, they allow them to appeal, which is a good-ish system because it allows innocent people to be freed. Ah, yes, I get grape. um, I think that makes sense. That's an okay that's an okay system. Um, that's a good idea for law at least, because for some reason, the more children we have, like the more generations we go past, the more unhinged each generation is. So it makes more sense. Um, to me, I want to know if the system's the same. Like when they get this life sentence, can they then go, "Oh, I would like to, I would like to." Sorry, I'm trying to connect the dots. What's it called? See if you were to like do all this stuff and then you get out early because you damn it. Uh, what's it called? I literally said it 2 minutes ago. If you were to try and prove your innocence, or, you know, give the court money to get you out of it, you could then leave early. Only have to do a certain amount of years instead of a life sentence. So would it be the same for 12-year-olds then? Would they get a representative? Would they be able to appeal? That's what it is. Appeal for getting out earlier. Would they be allowed to appeal? I think they should. Because even though people commit crimes all the time, they still get to appeal. So I'm hoping the system is the same. Because appealing is a very important thing that people should deserve to have. Appealing is something that, one, usually ends up getting the right people out of jail, but also can get the wrong ones out of jail. It pisses me off the amount of times I see a life sentence and then it's like someone shortened it to 7 years. Like what? Buddy, the guy's guilty. You've reinstated that he is guilty by still giving him the 7 years. Why are you letting him out? like if they appeal. I see. Okay, but is that just for the 12-year-olds or is that for everyone who does it? Because if it's for the 12-year-olds only, that I'd be pissed. But if it's like, is it just the 12-year-olds that do it, or is it everyone who does it? If it's everyone that does it, makes more sense. Yes, it's everyone. Okay, that's less bad. Because if it was like specifically the group that you mentioned, it would be like, okay, so basically they can't live, but the rest of the jail can. No, okay, but people do change all the time. So the president of El Salvador doesn't know anything about people. Then he just likes to be an ass. The law of it, you should always be able to appeal. And the reason is, sometimes the person in jail isn't the one that did anything. It's the defendant that failed. Sometimes, in this world of ours, the wrong people get away with the things they want to get away with, leaving the people involved to be the people in jail. So it could be a random person and they'll be in jail because of someone else's idiocy. And that's one of the things where I'm like, appealing is very good for. Being able to appeal means you're able to tell your truth, even if it's a lie or if it's true. It gives the court another time to judge them. It gives people another time to try and seek what the truth is. And I think that's very important. Because even though I think some of the people don't deserve it, oh, they're not controversial. I can see where he's going, and I can see what he's trying to do. And I can understand why people would love him for that, because essentially he did the good to get the bad, so he made the laws so unbelievably unfair for the people that do commit these crimes, that the people that wanted to commit the crimes now don't want to because they will not get away. And I think that's very good. Overall, it's a good effect on that country. I think for sure. I think it's good for deterring, for sure. It's just sad for the people that didn't deserve to be in there, that are innocent and can't be proven innocent because they don't get a say. Although I do understand how that works and makes it better for the country. I can I can see it working very well. However, it isn't necessarily the best option. But then again, I don't think there's ever been laws in a country that have ever made things like completely better. I don't think there's a single perfect country on this planet. Especially with laws and just people in general. I don't think there's a single perfect thing in each country. There's good things in countries, and you do move to other countries because you see them being a better country. And to be honest, Scotland ain't that great currently. Why? Because we are not by ourselves. We have to stick with the rest of Britain. You know, the Britain that I don't hate Britain. I just don't like the fact that I know my country's being held into Britain, even if people want to leave. I also don't like being called British because I'm not. I'm Scottish. But there is one thing I have to say. It's like Britain is a combination of a bunch of countries that can't, like, our decisions. The people of Scotland's decisions don't really get to be the people of Scotland's decisions when it comes to big things. Like, for instance, Britain. I'm Scot. Yeah, I'm Scottish. When it comes to decisions and laws and things like that, we do have our own government. Like, we have the Scottish government, and I believe that if we were just the Scottish government, we would be better off. But because of the fact that we tried to leave, the election was against us because there is a gazillion times more people in England than there is in the rest of the countries in Britain. because of that unevenness, even with all the other countries voting for us to become independent, England still has more people. So when we did do the independence vote, England overpowered the Scottish people, meaning that the poll then said, no, we don't want to leave. But it's not about England. Right? To me, if you're asking if Scotland wants to leave Britain, the Scottish people should be the one that votes. Does that not make any sense? But you know what? They made the vote this way so that they had the power over us. That's what the vote was made. The vote was made unfairly. I do pronounce it with a T. Scottish. Scottish. What's wrong with Scottish? I do usually skip out the T, but I still say the T most of the time. Scottish. It blends in very easily. But, like, clearly England doesn't want us to separate from Britain and have our own thoughts and opinions because we have their Britain. Yeah, we do skip T's a lot. However, we also don't. It depends on how you speak it, because if I'm speaking in a rushed Tuesday. I don't say Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Like I'm saying tea. I promise you I'm saying tea. That's more of a English thing. That is more of an English pronunciation of it. I find that they do it more often than anyone I know. But then again, their accent points out more. Yeah. No. Audrina, how do you say it? Because I promise you, the sound is different from the spelling. Tuesday. Yeah? Yeah, but you're spelling it because you're not on call with me. I can't hear you say it. Tuesday. T. I am saying a T. I can. My point about the T is that, yes, we don't spell it. Yeah, but that's two O's. How? Something like that, you think? Okay. The point about T's is that Scottish people miss them out when they're fast. They're speaking fast. They're not trying to pronounce anything properly. Like, I'm not trying to pronounce anything properly because I'm speaking fast. I don't need to pronounce it. You know what word I'm talking about. You know what thing I'm talking about. I find when I'm speaking faster, I tend to miss out some letters. Doesn't mean that I'm not trying to pronounce them properly. It just means that when you speak faster and you have the Scottish accent, you tend to Most of the time. When do you not understand me? I want to know that. um, but like when people who have a Scottish accent speak faster, they tend to skip out on some of the letters and sounds. Mostly letters. The sounds are usually the same. Um, but if I'm speaking faster, I will be speaking without most of the letters. Without some of the letters, usually T. Uh, don't know. I don't know what other letters I miss out, but I must miss out some of them. Random, like, autocorrect difference. It's like, hmm. Ow. It's very, must be very confusing. But, oh yeah, have you ever had, like, a point in time where you've wanted to talk about, like, I don't know, politics or something? Like, just about, like, the next voting or something and who you want to vote for, right? And you're just talking about it. You're talking about your options. You're just like, oh, you wouldn't want to do that because they're like this. You wouldn't want to do this group because they're like this, right? um, and the people just don't like it. Like it feels like everyone in my generation or sit closer to my generation, like they'll just not want to talk about it. I'm not joking with you. Like, I will be talking about something, and they're like, "Let's not talk about it now." And I'm like, "Why? Why not? Well, you want your future dead?" To me, it's like people around me just don't want to talk about it because they feel bad about the fact that the world isn't good right now. But to me, I'm like, "Hey ho, let me know your opinion." Because if you are in it misinformed and you vote, you're giving it to the wrong place. To me, voting is extremely important, especially when it comes to who's in charge of the government, because who's in charge of the government determines whether we stay in Britain right now or we separate. And separating right now, pretty important. I would rather be separate right now. And the biggest reason I want us to separate from Britain is that Britain is helping is getting itself into war. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, I don't want to be a part of a war. I didn't ask for that. But we don't have a say until we're separate. So, when people tell me they don't want to talk about it, or they feel bad talking about it, I genuinely look at them and go, do you want to actually know why I want you to focus? Like, most people in my generation just don't vote. But see, not voting, it could end you up in war. Yeah, no, it's not like Braveheart. But you get my point, right? Like these people sit there and go, don't want to talk about that. And it's not like I don't like I understand that you don't want to talk about it, but at this point it's pretty goddamn important you know who you want to vote for in order to get yourself out of being a part of Britain who are literally getting involved with a war. Like, we haven't been in war in ages. There's a reason that they're getting involved now, and it's because of their bonds to America. But to me, oh hello Marbury, sorry. Okay, right. All of them have criminal records, but my question is, who is the least problematic out of all of the candidates you had in your voting? Because the least problematic and the one that will give you what you need is the one you vote for, right? Sorry, we're having a very political conversation. Just about how people react to voting currently. Welcome to stream where we talk about really bad people. I'm sorry. How's your day? I'm just gonna start it with that. Have you been on stream before? Your day's good? That's good. You have. What was the last one? What was the last one? Because I don't remember. What was I doing? Genshin. Love Genshin. Wish I could focus on Genshin. I can't. Oh, the one 2 weeks ago when I was like 100%ing shit? Ah, yes. Oh, you're the Dahlia main. Yeah, Marbury. I remember. Sorry, it took me a bit. I don't remember usernames as well as I remember like what people talked about and stuff. It's really bad. Uh, it's not the reason people keep unsubscribing. I think it's the opposite. Also, I can't focus on Genshin's. Genshin is life. I don't think Genshin's fantastic. I think it's good because I like the game, right? But there's so many things in it. I'm like, Jesus. There's a lot of controversial things. I actually was, oh boy, I was doing a tier list. I was bored in college. I was doing a tier list, and I was like, what's a Genshin tier list I could do? Genshin ships. How weird I have seen. I looked at the roster, right? There's obviously X the Traveler, Lumine, and Aoife, right? And there's obviously other ships in there, right? I saw Venti X Barbara. Venti, the god of wind, decades old. X Barbara, Jean's little sister. I know. And what's worse is that when I went into the community versions of it on like the tier list website, I think. No, I'm not talking like boats, Rodriguez. I went into the community one and looked at all the different ones, and most of them were normal. Some of them were like, okay, that's unique, interesting. There was one person that had that pretty high up, and I just thought for a minute why I don't interact with the Genshin community. That That's why I don't interact with the Genshin community. Do you know what? There was a really cute one though. It was Zhongli and Guizhong. Because they're PDF files? Oh, right, okay. I read that out loud and got very confused. Fuck. I know it's not all of them, all of yous. I can completely understand that. There was an entire half of it that's not that bad. There's always right. Every fandom on this planet, no matter the game, series, book, whatever, there's always the loud ones. The loud ones are the ones that everyone knows. The loud ones are the ones with the worst goddamn opinions and habits on the planet. They are the disgusting grime sitting at the bottom of a packet. But they're the loud ones. So even if you enjoy a game, the reputation of the game will only be as good as the loudest of them. Meaning Genshin's not got very good reputation outside of the people that play it. And it's the same with My Hero Academia. I'm really sad. Honestly, see, whenever I see like anime content, right? And people like place My Hero really badly in ranking, I get so sad. Because My Hero's a fantastic anime. Sure enough, the creator had some really fucking weird decisions. And did some really weird shit with like Mineta. But I like the rest of the story. I'm just sad. See, that's the problem here. The problem is that as you grow older, people forget what the saying, if you... a little bit. I think what's worse is the fact that as people grow older, thank God he survived. That's wonderful. As people grow older, they forget the saying they were taught as a child, or that most were taught as a child. When we are children in a classroom, we get taught to not say anything unless it's helpful. I got told as a child, if you're not going to say anything nice, don't say anything. Just don't. If you're not going to be a good and nice individual to that person, why do you need to speak? You don't. Because you actually don't. I think that stuck with me my whole life. Because I listened to that and I went, okay, fair enough, I won't say anything. If I don't like someone, I won't say anything to their face. I won't cause any problems for them. I won't let them know that they are hated by me, because I can hate them in silence and in my bedroom. I have a person I don't like, and I don't like them for very many reasons, and it's simply because instead of them doing what I do, they wanted their hatred for me to be known. They tried to bully me, and I simply didn't understand it. It didn't hurt me, what they tried to do. None of it hurt me. I just stood there and went, that's dumb. I don't like them. They made me tense up every time they came into a room that I was in, because I didn't like being around them. But I had to be, because it was high school. However, I got home, and I would talk shit for hours. The difference there is that I'm not trying to hurt them. I'm simply pissed off at them. and I'm allowed to be pissed off at them. But I don't need to say it to their face, because in reality, you don't like something. You don't say anything to them. You say something when you're not in front of them. You don't talk behind their backs where they can hear you, like this person did to me. I still don't like them. And I still have nicknames for them. I have a nickname for each person I don't like. And they're quite personal nicknames, gotta be honest. And I can talk shit about them for hours. But I am a better person. And I won't tell anyone about what I said about them, apart from my family. Well, yeah, because that's a weird question. Imagine you're like. Imagine you go to the toilet, you're like, hold on a second, I'm just going to the toilet, and the friend sitting next to you waits till you come back out just to ask what you were doing. Like, that's such a weird scenario. But to me, whether I hate you or not, whether I want to talk shit or not, I'll never do it to you, or in front of you, or behind your back. I will always be doing it when you're not there. So that you don't feel hurt by it, so that I don't give you a problem, so that you're not pissed off with me, so that there's no arguments. My feelings and thoughts tend to be kept to myself in my space, as to make sure that no one else has to deal with them. It's one of the things I've done since I don't know when. But it makes more sense to me to do it that way. What's the front and the back? That's the back, this is the front. I'm gonna grab... I just don't see a real good reason to why someone would need to talk like that to someone. Why do you need your opinions to be seen? What is... I really should have grabbed all of them, shouldn't I? Your dog's there? What's the name? Oh, I can't wait for next Wednesday. I recently found the series that is literally so new. I love anime. Love it to bits, by the way. Just... I can escape with it, okay? Right. But I'm so excited because I saw that they were releasing Go For It Nakamura-kun, and I'm so happy. I love the episodes. I immediately went to read all the manga. Oh, Sandy! Sandy! I didn't know if you had one or two dogs. I couldn't remember. I tried to remember. I'm shit at remembering. Oh, you started reading Harry Potter? Interesting. Harry Potter is a good-ish story. I don't think it's the best story ever made. I think the movies are really good. Sorry, my YouTube had an actual breakdown for a minute. We're okay. But I'm so happy that they're coming out with episodes. They're coming out with episodes every Wednesday for Go For It Nakamura-kun, and I love the fuck out of this show. Yeah, I know it disconnected and reconnected, but it wasn't my Wi-Fi this time. It was just the Streamlabs. But I'm so goddamn excited. Every time an episode comes out, I have to binge watch it immediately. Like I get so excited. Go For It Nakamura Kun is oh, it's so good. But the reason I like it is it's BL, so that's why I like it. But I like that a lot. I like reading BL comics, so it makes sense for me. Honestly, it's so cute. It's about this like high schooler that's got a crush on this guy who met for the first time a couple years ago, right? Like when they first joined high school, I think they're in first year or something. He just joined and he sees him and he's like actually in love when he sees him. He's so nervous he can't speak to him, and he's been made fun of because he has some weird interests and hobbies because he likes squids and octopus. He likes octopus. He has his own pet octopus. I love it. It's so cute. And the whole thing is about him trying to muster up the conversations till they become friends. His whole goal is to become his friend, and he hopes that's enough. Like he's actually so in love. It's so adorable. He tries to use like other means to like talk to him. He keeps like I know who the fuck doesn't like octopuses. I'm gonna fucking fight them. I swear. The manga is so it's so cool. He's got his own pet octopus, and then there's like one episode where like octopuses are in the class, but they're not supposed to be there, and they're in like a cooking class, so they assume that they're gonna cook the octopuses instead, and get terrified when Nakamura shows how cute the octopuses are, and they only turn round to it because the popular guy, the guy that he likes, also tries to hold on to one of the octopuses, and he loves and everyone just like brightens up about them and thinks they're cute, and then they get sad because they think they might have to, kill them, but they don't. Like that's just one of the episodes, and no, because I don't eat eggs. Like I don't like eggs in general. I like eggs when it's mixed into stuff, right? So I guess if I was to use eggs for anything, but I don't really use eggs for much. I use eggs for like making making French toast. I use eggs for making French toast, and that is it. And I don't even eat French toast most of the time. So I don't think I would. I think if someone else was to want eggs, like if it was someone else you were asking, they would probably say yes, but I wouldn't. You like eggs? Would you? Would you want to lay eggs and eat them? Would you take on? I mean, if I was like if I was forced to say yes, then sure, sure. Ah, sheesh. I mean, chickens lay their eggs from their cloacas. That's a good question. Hmm. I feel like it would be a similar area, but I'm not sure. I think it would be same though. It'd be fucking weird. But that's just because humans aren't used to laying eggs. Hmm. Probably do a similar place. It would just make more sense. No, no, no. Because I think because of my gender, if I was to consider the laying eggs part of it, I would not be. It wouldn't be my ass. It would be the other one. Because I am not male. Like Yoshi. Yoshi does it. What? Yoshi does it from where now? Is that true? Oh no, poor Yoshi. Poor Yoshi, rather. Damn. Yeah, Yoshi lays eggs, but Yoshi has a cloaca. A cloaca is different from an ass. A cloaca's in the ass, but they're built different, so it's not the same. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, I get. Oh, was he like a? He's similar to. He's like what they called? What they called? What they called? So birds that have like the gigantic eggs. Emus? Is it emus? Yeah, but that. Would you not choke on them? Come here, but fuck me up. Fuck me up. Yeah. Like, see if it was coming out of your mouth, it looks like it would be painful because your mouth doesn't stretch that far. But also, like, could you choke? Probably. Yep, and fuck me up. Any option could be painful, but I think the lower half is less painful, I think. Yeah, but dirty means you can clean it. Like, you can clean. Hold on, I think someone's home. I will be back in a second. I believe my mother is home. I shall be back. Give me a bit. Sorry I left for a while. I came back and there's a lot of convo happening. Let me have a look. See here. Nom. Fuck. Nom. Peak. I can't watch the stream. Cookie. Uh. Hello. Oh, I'm sad I missed Shadow. Meanwhile, me listening to a Shadow the Hedgehog playlist. Yes, indeed. Can I attach it to the other one? Oh my god! We can talk about like a gazillion things, yeah? Let me scale this up a bit. That'll work. I don't know if I want to continue that conversation, but I get what you mean. Mm. Hmm. Ow. Whacked my hand off my microphone. No, I don't. I think they probably would. Yeah, they would probably lay eggs from that area rather than the other one. Um. No, because they probably are happy with themselves. No. Why does it keep doing that? Sorry, I am really focusing right now. So if I don't pay attention to you, it's because I'm connecting the dots together. No. Really? Why not? Oh, come on. Good. Da, da, da. Mm, magical. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Yes. Hmm. Makes sense. Blep. Brup. Fuck no. Ah. Yeesh. Mm. Weird. Let me not die. Ow, my throat. Why did I do that? What in the queen ball? Oh. Uh. Hmm. 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 Damn. Okay, cool. Anyway, so why? Why do I need to know that? Intrigue. That was cool. Do I have a playlist for this? Nope. I need to go back. I need to just scroll until I can find it. Aha, find it. I'm not doing villager sounds. I'm looking for things. Don't be mean to me. Very mean. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Nah. What in the Jesus? Oh. Bro, how long has this been? 2 hours? That's the word. Hold on. Oh. Never do that. Not a good idea. Poor guy. Hmm. Blip, blip, blip. Hmm. Oh, Jesus. Fair enough. Yeah, but there's multiple places named in America after Scotland and in England. Hmm. Meh. Hmm. We're actually not even working. What the hell? Hmm. I don't even know if I should keep streaming. I'm not actually, like, doing it work properly. Once I get that done, then I can go back up here and sort that. I shall go so that I'm not wasting time on stream. Because I'm actually not talking or doing anything. It's not worth it. Sorry, but I must go bye-byes. Just so that I'm not taking too much time out of your day. Bye bye. Bye bye.